I'm expecting Betty to go fucking apeshit. My name.
Yes! Who is this? Oh. That's me!
Epic, right?
Oh my god! Thickness, isn't it? Oh my god!
She's doing laps.
She's doing laps. Who's this?
Anyway, I was in Brighton last weekend and got some friends that live over in Brighton, so I went to visit them. And whenever I'm in Brighton, I like to, always have a look around in the shops and that, because there's tons and tons of little independents, cool little independent places. And there's a place I've been to a couple of times, and I wanted to tell you about it, share with you about it, because it's worth sharing. If you have a beard, gentlemen, some of you ladies may have beards as well. If you have a beard, you gotta take care of it. All right. I know it's like a hipster thing. Like, I know it's like having a beard is borderline. Especially a guy like myself, covered in tattoos. Having a beard makes me look like a hipster. I know, but I fucking love having a beard. It's comforting, and I look better with it. I look fucking weird without this beard. Anyway, if you've got a beard, you have to maintain it. Like, you cannot get away with just growing a beard and leaving it. You have to have it regularly trimmed and like taken care of, and otherwise you just look like a homeless man. Nothing against homeless people. But I don't wish to look unkempt. I like to look a little bit more, smart. But if you've got a beard, you got to take care of it. So I started using a beard oil, and and I'm sure many of you have heard about it. If you haven't, you should use a beard oil in your beard, even if you've got short stubble. The trick is it keeps oils, and it's all natural. Usually it's all natural stuff, and it keeps it makes the beard behave. It keeps it clean, because washing it actually strips all of the natural oils out of the hair and away from the skin. You need the oils in there to keep it clean, and you can tell someone who takes care of their beard, and you can tell someone who doesn't. So I actually get quite a few compliments on my beard. I used to have a huge beard. In fact, let me show you. So this is a security ID from work. If I cover up that, and you can see what my beard was like back in the day. And I think I grew it for probably a couple of years. Grew it for a couple of years to get it to that sort of length and size. Fucking mad. And I used to talk, and it would flow and wiggle around like curtains in the wind. If you have a beard, you need to use beard oil. And so I found this guy in Brighton. So he has a stall. I think a friend of mine, Buck, who also is a bearded gentleman, recommended me stuff. And I stopped by this weekend and picked up a couple of bits. And I wanted to talk about him because I picked up. He put the sell on me, really. He's a very nice gentleman, and his name is Mr. Macey. I think that's his name. I'm not sure. Do you know what? I'm not actually sure if that's his name. So, Mr. Macey, if that's not your name, then I apologise. So, and he has his own line of handcrafted products, and they all look amazing. So this is the beard oil I picked up, and they all, the presentation's really good. He's a really, really likeable guy, super knowledgeable, just very cool. And I stopped by probably about a year ago, and I bought a comb, I think, or a brush. I bought a beard brush from him, and he knows his stuff, and you can tell that he's like passionate about it. And do you know what? I just think that's so fucking cool that even something as that might seem as niche as like beards, that there's people super passionate about it, and he's just got just a real likable presents. And he has samples of all the stuff, and you can smell it and you can try it. And it was also freezing cold, and he's just out there like selling his stuff, you know, just completely like he's not even bothered by it. So, you know, I tip my hat. First of all, I bought the beard wash because I went into my local Superdrug, and because I've used a Brisk beard wash in the past, and I was going to buy some of that, right? Because I noticed a big difference when I used a beard wash. Instead of like, you know, just leaving it, or don't use hair shampoo or conditioner on your beard. Like, just don't fucking do that. It's really bad for the skin, and it's really bad for the beard hair. It's not good for that. So I wanted a beard wash because, you know, that really helps. I recommend them. Even if you've got a short beard style, I recommend them. So he makes his own, which is Mr. Macey's beard wash with sweet orange oil. And it comes in a little pump dispenser, like just a couple of pumps of that. And you sort of scrub it in, get it all in there, and then just rinse it out. Simple as that. And fucking hell, man. It's just, I've noticed that my beard like is a lot easier to tame. Like, it just sits down a lot nicer, and it doesn't like stick out and wiry, and it needs the trim at the moment, but you know, I've just noticed that it's behaved a lot more. I know that Mr. Macey's, I was looking at his website, I know Mr. Macey's been going since about 2014, and all of his products are completely like cruelty free. I think they're vegan as well. Yeah, they're all vegan as well. I'm not vegan, but I certainly don't condone testing on animals or any of that shit. And I know recently that like L'Oreal have launched a line of beard care products and all that shit, and do you know what, it's like probably just filled with shit. And I thought to myself, I was gonna buy some, right? And I was actually like, why the fuck am I gonna spend my money on this like mass produced shit when there's guys like this who are having this stuff made and who actually cares, and you know where he's going to be, so if you have any problems or you get it wrong, do you know what I mean, like, he'll take care of you. So I got the beard wash. Now I'm going to be honest, I asked him how much it was and he said 15 quid, £15, and I was like And then, do you know what I realised? Here's a guy who fucking has started his own business, who has all this expertise, has this stuff handmade, is, you know, the presentation, the care that's gone into it, and I'm like quibbling about it because it's maybe twice as expensive, maybe, as some just off the shelf shit. And I realised how wrong that attitude is to have. It's the same attitude as going into Primark and buying a t-shirt for £5 when you could have bought a really nice, decent quality t-shirt for 20 quid, and then complain, like trying to compare the two. It's just not comparable. You know, this is a different thing. This is like, it's bespoke and artisan, and it's very cool, and you're supporting a small business, you're supporting a local independent trader, you know, and that's fucking worth the money all day long, right? Because otherwise we've just got massive corporations, you know, running the joint. So when I really thought about it, I thought, well, actually, it's not that expensive, and I can fucking afford it anyway. Do you know what I mean? Because it was 15 quid to have your face looking presentable and that's probably going to last a couple of months, man. You don't need much of it. Twice a week, cut a bit of that in, and you're on form. You're going to look great. I also got this beard oil, so he's got a few different scents. Like, let me tell you what scents he's got. He's got one just called the number 6 beard oil. He's got brilliant beard oil, a bristling beard oil, and this one is called Coffee and Bickies, right? And that sounds a little bit suspicious, I know, but honestly, man, the smell of this stuff is fucking amazing. Cinnamon and vanilla cappuccino smelling beard oil, and honestly, it smells fucking incredible. It smells like Christmas. It really does. It smells like fresh coffee, cinnamon. You know, it makes my nostrils happy. It really does. It, like, you know, I had a little moment when I first smelled it. it smells amazing. And my only criticism of it would have to be that the smell doesn't last strong enough for long enough. Like, you put it in and, you know, sort of like by the end of the day the smell has faded a little bit. But listen, if you don't use beard oil, then your beard probably smells like not pleasant. So you gotta use something like, and I recommend this. So that cost £13, right? And again, like, you know, so it's a little bit expensive, but fucking, it's gonna last like 2 months. Like, it's gonna last a long time. So I recommend that. And I also got this proper wooden toothbrush, which, if you got a beard like mine, it feels amazing, and it just keeps it all in good nick. So I recommend something like that as well. Check him out online. He is mr-macey.co.uk. That's MASEY. I'll put a link to his website down below. You can get all of his stuff through the website. I've not used the website, but I go and see him in person. If you're in Brighton, then go and see him there. Usually on Kensington Gardens, outside Snooper's Paradise, I think the place is called. Go and check him out. Really, really good stuff. The best I've used, and I've used a lot of this stuff. None of it particularly like bad. It's all okay, but this is definitely the best. So, you know, that I've found so far. Please let me know in the comments below if this is of any interest. You know, any questions like that, just drop it in the comments below, and I'll get back to you like I do. Just so I remember, I had a friend called Mickey do some designs, and you might have seen this on my Instagram, but here is a mock-up of my new logo, and we've mocked up a t-shirt and also a baseball cap. That's a mock-up. So but actually these are being produced right now, and I should be delivered this time next week. So I'm going to be running a competition on YouTube where you can win one. I don't know how many I'm going to give away yet, but I've only done a really small number, obviously, because, you know, this is not the biggest YouTube channel in the world. But so I've got like the smallest run I could do I've had made, and I'm going to be doing a competition and giving a couple away. Might do a competition on Instagram as well, but I haven't decided yet. But I will be selling a couple of them. So if you're interested, you could DM me on Instagram, or you can email me at holysmoke@gmail.com. Alright, cool. But Instagram's probably best. I'll see that straight away. Cool. Do you like it? Let me know.